am I the asshole? What's wrong with me? I don't think they understand how Am I the Asshole works, but
okay. Wait, what?
Yeah, how can we even predict anything with that?
What do you mean?
What's wrong with you?
So what do you think?
I'm just gonna go say yes for not giving us a way to predict. What kind of titling is this, OP? You're an asshole for this reason.
What do you think?
I'm gonna go no.
Okay, just to change it up. Yeah. That's what Sean does too sometimes.
I am Sean.
You're fitting the part well. That's why we ask whenever he's not on, for you to come on. All right, so this one's a bit of a shorter one, and it goes like this. So I'm probably going to get a lot of hatred for this, but here goes.
He's an asshole or she's an asshole.
Dang.
I, 28 male, met my wife, 29 female, when we were 18. We were each other's first, and I had no desire to sow wild oats because we were pretty active, which I think
what
does that mean?
Sleep around, I guess. I think that's what that means.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
But it's also like I had no desire to because we were pretty active. So if you weren't as active.
Okay, active as in
sexually.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's like you're running.
Y'all making oatmeal?
What are you doing?
Oatmeal.
No, so I mean, what he's saying in the sentence is pretty shitty when you break it down. He's like, I had no desire to sow wild oats because we were pretty active. Mm-hmm. So he's saying if they weren't active,
then he would
have a desire to sleep around.
I don't understand people who say that because I get it. People have different drives.
Yeah.
So you need to probably date someone who's on a similar level or you probably are going to have issues. But figure that out right away. Don't cheat on the person because just be like, okay,
we're just going to not be together. That's fine.
Exactly.
Be with someone who you'd want to make oatmeal with every morning.
Exactly, John. That's what that sentence is saying.
I'm stuck with the oatmeal bit.
So going off of that, the problem is now we are less active because her drive is a lot lower than mine. And it's pretty frustrating because I want a lot more activity than her. The other difficulty is I'm very insecure and often feel like the validation she gives is obligatory spousal validation. I've never heard it worded that way. But is it wrong of me to ask to briefly test some waters for self-confidence? I'm a grower, not a shower, so I often feel like it's inadequate.
Wait, what do you mean briefly test the waters?
I think
he wants to open up the marriage?
Oh,
I think he wants to taste other people's oatmeal, if you know what I mean.
Some little maple and brown sugar.
Yeah, he wants some dino eggs.
He wants some strawberry today. He wants some brown sugar.
We got some peaches and cream tomorrow. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Oatmeal. That's what we're talking about.
Oatmeal. Yeah.
Want to quake someone's oats.
So is it wrong of me to ask to briefly test the waters for some self-confidence? I'm a grower, not a shower, so I often feel like it's inadequate, despite being around 6.5 inches and thick.
Why do you got to put that in there? Why do you got to put it in there?
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
So am I the asshole for wanting external validation?
If that was it, if I'm the asshole for wanting external validation, no. For everything else, yes.
Agreed.
Yeah, because it's just, I understand a little bit of coming from where if you're insecure, I think everybody goes through those phases and even in a relationship. And it does get to the point where I say to you all the time, if I'm having feeling bad about myself one day and you're like, oh no, you look amazing. I'm like, you have to set, you have to.
Contractually obligated. Yeah, but I do think it though.
I know you do think it, but now I just feel like I don't, you need to talk to your partner. I feel like most of these stories could be solved with communication, but
that is most of what I say. Yeah.
You need to talk to your partner. I think if for the rest of your lives you have different drives and one of you is just wanting to and the other is not, that's going to cause problems in your relationship. It just is. Go to therapy, talk as a couple, figure it out. What's the reason why she doesn't want? Yes, get therapy.
There we go.
What's the reason? She doesn't have to have a reason, but I mean, you need to discuss this. I understand being with someone for the rest of your life who doesn't want to, as someone who would want to,
is
that
tough.
Sucks.
Yeah.
But you absolutely cannot cheat on that person.
No.
You cannot absolutely not say the person because you don't want to, I'm going to go experience with someone else, because that's manipulation.
Yep.
And emotional abuse almost, because it's being well, you don't want to, so then that means I should be able to go out and get it. And you don't, people's drives change. Like you can go through periods where you're not feeling it. And then, like I said, just talk. Just talk.
Oh, agreed.
I agree. Like a lot of people in the comments were speculating, like maybe she's, and this was like assumptions, but like pregnant or, maybe you aren't like treating her properly or like spoiling her. And maybe she's just like, it feels like it's going through the motions. So she doesn't want to just do it. And it's like, maybe you're not into foreplay or like there's tons of ways that like these, you could break it down in like either sexual therapy or just regular therapy and talk about it.
Absolutely.
That was exactly the point I was going to make, Josh. Like if there was an extra button that says sex therapy, that'd probably be the best thing.
Well, after this episode, there will be.
Ooh, but it's you probably have to find out like what makes you guys work, what gets the juices flowing per se. So maybe speaking to a professional and maybe, yes, the solution, the immediate solution, definitely talk it out. Yeah. Because maybe there's some gaps that you two are not meeting because you're not letting each other know. Like maybe you're into a certain thing and maybe she's not into a certain thing. Get that you two can get external validation from probably a sex therapist and say like, hey, these might be the things that'll work to like spice up your life. And from there you can compromise. And even though you don't have as much like sex, but it will be like quality type of sex, when y'all end up like having that time, that intimate moment, it'll be a quality moment for the two of you. Because sometimes it's rough. Like life is in a way, work stressors are in a way, bodily changes are in a way. So there will be times when like you can go for like weeks, days, whatever. That there's no
mental health is another
intimacy. When I was on medication, mental health for a while, just like you know what I mean? Like nothing.
Yeah.
And that's like, it happens. And again, talk about it. And like you were mentioning too, like the way he's acting, why would you want to?
Well, yeah, because he's like, he's openly, and this is where I think he is like 100% the asshole. It's like the last sentence where he's like, I'm 6'5", like
I forgot.
Like you're bragging about it to get some sort of validation off of Reddit or like an advertisement to be like, hey, if you want to sleep with me, here's how big I am. It's like, why
that's
are you
exactly
doing
what
that?
it is.
Why he's doing it because he said like like I'm insecure, like I'm a grower not a shower, like I'm 6'5". He wants people to be like, that's not small, that's whatever.
Yeah,
he wants
exactly.
people to write that.
Which is like ridiculous.
Keep your private
ridiculous.
Life.
Yeah, ridiculous. There we go. Expert in fucking I don't know.
Great power. For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.